but I try to catch myself now,
Yeah. All right, Michael. I have hit record here and gonna kick this interview off here. So,
Okay.
first and foremost, you have completed your HVAC program now, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So, and that was at the Vancouver campus.
Yes.
And I know that you stopped in and chatted it up with your campus manager, Mahila. How is she
Yes.
doing today?
She's wonderful.
Good,
She's doing
good,
great.
good. She's just a doll. I just adore her.
She's the best.
Yeah, she is. So, how did you even get started or enrolled at charter college? How did that even like
Yeah.
come to fruition?
So let me tell you what basically drew me to this field. I worked for Stanley Steamer. They started a new duct cleaning program last last spring of 2022. And
Okay.
what we would do is we'd go and clean the duct system and everything at customers' houses, and started to run across some ones that we couldn't really do because there was problems with the furnace. And I said, that'd be pretty cool. I like diagnosing. I like fixing things. That would be a cool field to get involved with. And and then finally, I decided. I left Stanley Steamer and I came to school, and I don't regret it. I started working for Wolfers for a little while, but I love what I'm doing right now. That's how I got involved with this field, and I'm really loving it so far.
Good, good. So with that, with going through the program and everything, and I know that you literally just kind of finished it up.
I did.
Um, have you started looking for work in the HVAC field, or what are we doing now?
Well, I did. I found a job in August, and I really dig it. I work at Synergy. They're kind of like it's a franchise,
Okay.
but this particular owner, we're in Tualatin, Oregon, and I really like working there. It's a small crew. We have about 6 or 7 people, but
Okay.
we primarily do installs. We install HVAC systems, and we also do like service. I'm trying to get into a service technician like position.
Uh-huh.
That's my ultimate goal because I really like diagnosing problems and being like, okay, this is what I recommend and stuff like that. So that's where I'm working right now. Took me a while to find this job, but I'm really liking it.
Good. So you actually started working as you were finishing up your HVAC program then?
Yes, yes, I got very lucky with that. Um, I actually started out, I did sheet metal like work. I did that, there's a word for fabrication, metal fabrication. And I did that for about 6 months. And finally, some people at the school were like, you really should try to like get something more in your field that's like directly related to what you're going to school for. And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I was a little scared, at first because I was trying to stay there, but I would have just still been there and making the same wage and not doing what I really want to do, which is the service side of things. So
Right.
glad I did
Right.
that. That was a good move on my part, I think.
Absolutely. I would concur with that, I mean, you went to school for a reason, right?
Exactly. Why not do something that's related to my field, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. So what would you say, like in terms of day-to-day interactions there on the Vancouver campus and interacting with, faculty and staff, what's the culture like on the campus?
hmm. Well, everyone's pretty positive, and I'm in the HVAC program, of course, but my teacher's always really jolly is the word I'm looking for. Well, I have two teachers actually. Had I always forget his name, but he's Keith, and Jeremiah. They're both really good teachers. The culture, let's see. Basically, everyone just I was told that I brought the people together. That's what I was told, um, and because I'm not a loud person, but I get people engaged. I get people involved, and as long as you get get that going, you can kind of get a group study thing going and get people on board with that. I try to get people involved. That's what I try to do. I
Yeah.
hope
So
that
did
answers that.
did they did they did you guys do like group study sessions where you were able to kind of kick that into gear?
Well, we kind of did like with our projects.
Yeah.
We usually ended up with groups. And sorry, I didn't expand on that. Yeah, we had like these certain days we'd go in and we would have like groups. We'd break off into groups and do projects.
Oh,
So
okay.
we kind of usually ended up with the same like 3 or 4 people, but we got used to working with each other and found it worked best.
Absolutely. So with that being said, talking about projects, what is your most memorable or favorite project that you did?
Let me think of that. I think it was one of my last ones. We were doing like a transition piece. Um, it took a lot more than I thought. Like it's a lot of measurements and things you gotta like account for. I had to do it pretty much over again in certain parts of it because the measurements, you think, oh, you just put it together. No, there's a lot of like little ins and outs you gotta do it. So I learned a lot.
Yeah, I've always
It
heard.
took several weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the last
Oh,
project took a while. We
wow.
spent a lot of time on it. Transition
Yeah.
piece. We had to basically, he's like, oh, this should be easy. You're cutting it out and this and that. And, a lot more to it.
You're like, start over, redo.
Exactly, but now I know how to do them correctly.
Nice.
That's
That
cool.
right? Lesson
Yeah,
learned.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. What is something that you are surprised to learn about in the HVAC field in itself?
Huh. Well, see, the thing was, when I was going to school, a lot of the things we went over in school would carry over to the field. Like I'd have like lessons, like I don't know, gas lines or something, and then I'd go do it, and I'm like, oh, I'm applying what I used in school, and I had to learn with the books and everything, and through classes, and I'm like, oh, well, now I see what he's talking about. So, yeah, that's how that one went. I learned a lot at school that I was able to apply in the field.
Well, I think like ultimately that's the whole point, which I think is ideal,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Because oftentimes when you go to traditional colleges, you're not doing just like a specific program. You're
Right.
learning many other things that may not be as applicable to like the hands-on skill set,
Yeah. It's a
working in
lot
the
different.
lab. Yeah, very different. It's like measuring apples and oranges.
Yeah,
um
no, it's totally different because I actually went to a school uh when I first graduated high school, I went to a community college. Totally different. Totally different. I took like lots of different things. I took dance, I took all kinds of stuff. But now this is like so specialized to my field. I've never had any kind of experience like this before. It's great.
yeah, yeah. So I understand, and I could be wrong, but you completed the HVAC program, you're working in the field, but that you've also decided to continue your education?
Well, I was going to,
Okay.
uh, yeah, I was going to, but I actually decided for now, no, but
Okay.
maybe in the future.
Yeah.
Um, I was going to, but right now my finances is
Yeah.
not so great,
Right.
but I want to make sure that I don't close the chapter completely. I'm definitely
Absolutely.
on board for maybe the future.
Yeah.
Right now I
Yeah.
just gotta get some bankroll going.
Right. Get you into the service department.
There you
Uh,
go. Exactly.
you know what I
Right.
mean? Get you over there and then go, okay, now I'm
Go.
ready.
That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah, definitely. I totally get it. Like when I went back, and did my associate's degree, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a little break. Then I did my bachelor's degree,
There you
then I
go.
took a break, and then I went back to school and finished up my master's degree and finished that up last year. And then
Wonderful.
for whatever reason, I decided I wanted a double master's, and so now
Oh
I'm
my
back in school.
gosh. Wow. Good for
So
you.
sometimes you just need that breather, right?
Yeah, that's about what it
Totally
was.
get it.
'Cause this program did take a lot out of me.
Yeah. And
I
then
got I was
the
called a super
holidays.
senior.
Yeah, totally get it. Um, Michael, if someone were considering charter college for, say, the HVAC program, what would you say to them?
I tell them to go with charter college for sure because I at first I was real hesitant, but I'm 36 years old. I wasn't trying to start over again, but if you're coming from a place where you don't like your job or you're looking for something, a change in the trades, it's a great opportunity. I mean, you just got to work hard and keep at it. Like each mod that went by, I learned, I got better each one. So you just got to kind of break the ice, get in there, get started. Because at first, like I didn't get it. I've been out of school for a while, but if you just keep doing a really good job and try your best day in, day out, attendance is huge. Be there. I mean, this is, it's a face to face thing. I can't stress that enough. Attendance is big, but if you can keep up on that, keep your grades up, do the best job you can do. This is it's a school for you, and everyone's a team player here that
Yeah,
I've seen.
definitely. Definitely. So if someone did enroll, right?
Uh-huh.
And kind of what you were just saying, what advice would you give them for somebody that just starting their program? One is definitely attendance, be there, right?
Yes.
What other advice would you give to a brand new student that, you're their mentor? What other advice would you give them?
I'd tell them, well, I really liked, I'd come in to see the ladies and Erica and the president and everything, and just that kind of helps to stay on the page, especially when sometimes people fall behind. But if you keep communication wires open and you talk to your advisor and stuff, they can help you through it. That's I had to do it a couple times, talk to them. If there's personal stuff that comes up, they can work with you on that. So just keep your head up and hey, I was in the office a few times. My grades weren't up to snuff, so I had to kind of put in the work. I really had to put in the work, and now the result is I'm graduated.
Yay, that's so awesome.
And the last two mods, I ended it with A minuses, so
Good
I didn't
job.
do it. I just gotta
Yeah.
put the time and the effort.
Right, right.
So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And kind of what you're saying, like there's bumps in the road, right? Things happen, car
absolutely.
breaks down or somebody
Yes.
breaks their arm, there are things that happen, life is not
Baby.
perfect. And so, definitely communication is key. And that's why
Yeah,
there are the academic advisors, to be able
absolutely.
to assist and support the
And they're
students. So
great here. They're
definitely.
great here. Utilize it. That's what I would say. My biggest thing is utilize they also have like job services. They'll hook you up with, if there's job openings, they're going to let you know. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff they offer here. Just see what they offer. I'd say come in here and just chat around. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff the school offers. They want you to succeed,
Yeah.
you know?
Um, is there anyone that support is huge, right? Like
Right.
family, friends, staff. Is there anyone you would give a shout out to in terms of campus faculty or staff or family members that were extremely supportive and helpful to you while you were attending the HVAC program?
Yeah. Can I do it too?
Yeah, you could do 5
Okay.
if you want.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, my teacher Jeremiah, I was basically his first student. I when he came, it was around the beginning of November of last year, and I was his first student, and we really bonded. He's a great teacher. He's him and Keith are fantastic. Keith came a little bit later on, but they both want to see you succeed, and I just want to tell them to keep going. Both of them, they're doing a great job. My wife too, as well, Mallory. It was really supportive. I mean, I have 4 children now,
Oh,
so I mean,
wow.
she held the fort down at home while I was going to school 3 nights a week. So in most of the mods, so that's a late day, you know, so she put in the time and the effort, and she wanted me to succeed. And that's the other thing too. My wife is going back to school as well, so that factored into my decision to kind of shelf my plans as well. But anyway, but yeah, so definitely my wife and Jeremiah and Keith. I mean, I'm gonna mention Keith too. He was great teacher. So those are my three shout outs.
Yeah. And you said wife is Mallory, is that correct?
Yes, Mallory.
Yeah, huge shout out. 4 kids holding down the
Yes.
fort. Yeah. And we don't want Michael getting in trouble if we don't give her the shout out. So doggone
That's
it,
the
she has to
truth.
have the
There
shout
you
out.
go. You know, so you know.
So what
Absolutely.
is she doing? So she's now going to school now that you finished. Is that what's going on?
Yes. Yes.
Smart.
In January for medical billing.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
Yeah, so that'll be fun,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Then you'll be holding down the fort.
That's the truth, you know. That's how it works. You know, the marriage is 50-50, you know.
That's right.
We support each other, you know.
That's right. Absolutely. Well, it's been awesome meeting with you today. Is there anything else, Michael, that you would like to share with me or anyone else that watches this interview?
Yes, I'd like to mention one more thing.
Sure.
Just you know, live every day to the best of your ability. I mean, every day's a gift. That's what I'm gonna leave you with, because I've seen a lot of sickness. I've seen a lot of people, you know, come and go. But I'll tell you right now, I mean, every day's a gift, and take it for what it is.
That's right. Absolutely. Love it. And congratulations on completing your program and
Thank you.
now working in the HVAC field. That is just tremendous. So
That's
congratulations and look forward to meeting Mallory when she completes her program.
Absolutely. Thank you for
Again,
meeting with me.
yes, absolutely. Thank you.
No problem.